and welcome to SonicSage English. I'm Julia, and we're going to practice English together slowly, clearly, and step by step. Today, we are going to talk about a small word. But this small word is a very big part of English. The word is have, H-A-V-E, have. You probably use this word every day, and that is wonderful. But today, we will look at this word with new eyes. We will discover its secrets together. We will see how this one little word can help you speak with so much more confidence. Thank you so much for being here. Your time and your energy are a gift. If you enjoy our time together, please think about following or subscribing to our podcast. It helps our little community grow, and it helps other learners, just like you find us. And I have a question for you. Where are you listening from today? Are you in Indonesia, or maybe Canada, or Ethiopia, or somewhere else in our beautiful world? It makes me so happy to think of all of us all around the world learning together. Okay, are you ready? Let's explore the wonderful world of the verb have. Section 1. The have you already know, possession and relationships. All right, my friend, let's start with something you know. Let's start on solid ground. The first and most common way we use have is to talk about things we own. This is called possession. It means something belongs to you. This is maybe the first thing you learned in English, and that is perfect, because a strong foundation helps us build a tall, beautiful house. Getting this first step perfect is so important. The basic rule is very simple, and I know you can do it. For I, you, we, and they, we use have. Let's think about that. Imagine you have a new phone. It is in your hand. It is your phone. You can say, I have a new phone. Let's say that together. I have a new phone. Wonderful. Now imagine you are talking to a friend. Your friend has a big, warm smile. You can tell them, you have a beautiful smile. That's such a kind thing to say. And it uses have perfectly. Now let's imagine you're at work. You and your team need to meet at 3 p.m. You can say, we have a meeting at 3 p.m. This means the meeting is on your schedule. It belongs to your day. We have a meeting. And what about a group of people? Maybe your friends bought a house. The house is in the countryside. It is lovely. You can say, they have a lovely home in the countryside. You see, I have, you have, we have, they have, you are doing great. Now what happens when we talk about just one other person or one other thing? When we talk about he, she, or it, the word changes a little bit. Have becomes has. A-S, has. This is a very simple grammar rule, but it is easy to forget sometimes, even for me. So let's practice it together. Let's make it feel natural. Imagine a man. He owns a car. The car is red. We say, he has a red car. Let's try that one more time. He has a red car. Perfect. Now think about a woman. She has 2 brothers in her family. We say, she has 2 brothers. Great job. And what about an object? Maybe you have a table, but there is a small scratch on it. The table isn't it. So we say, it has a small scratch on the surface. He has, she has, it has. You are doing a wonderful job. We also use have and has to talk about the people in our lives, our relationships. You don't own your family and friends like a car. Of course not. But you have them in your life. They are part of your world. So you can say, I have 3 cousins. Or for a friend, she has a lot of friends. And we can ask a question too. Do you have any siblings? See how warm that feels? You have these people in your heart, and it's not just for things you can touch or people you can see. We also use have for things you can't see, like feelings or how someone looks or how they feel inside. These are called abstract things. For example, if someone is very brave, you can tell them, "You have a lot of courage." Courage is something you have inside you. Or maybe your friend is very funny. He makes everyone laugh. You can say, "He has a great sense of humor." Or you can describe someone's appearance. "She has brown hair and blue eyes." Or you can talk about how you are feeling physically. If your head hurts, you can say, "I have a headache." This is all about possession. You possess a quality, a feature, or a feeling. So how do we say no? What if you don't have something? This is very important and very easy. In modern English, we almost always use a little helper. The helper verb is do. So have becomes do not have. And the short, friendly way to say it is don't have. And has becomes does not have. The short, friendly way is doesn't have. Now this is a very important secret. Listen carefully. When we use does not or doesn't, the verb goes back to have. We don't say he doesn't has. That is a common mistake, and it's okay if you make it. We are all learning. But the correct way is he doesn't have. The little se from has moves over to does. So have can relax. Let's look at some examples together. It will make everything clear. Imagine someone asks for money, but you only have a card. You can say, "I don't have any cash on me." Let's say it together. I don't have any cash. Wonderful. Imagine a team at work. They need more time for a project. They don't have enough time to finish the project. Now let's practice with doesn't have. Imagine a woman who cannot drive. She doesn't have a driver's license. See, we say doesn't have, not doesn't has. You are learning a very important detail right now. Be proud of yourself. One more. A man has no cats or dogs. He doesn't have any pets. You are doing an amazing job. This is a huge step. And what about questions? It's the same idea. We use our helper friends, do and does. We just put them at the beginning of the sentence. To ask someone for the time, you can say, "Do you have the time?" To ask about concert tickets, "Do they have tickets for the concert?" And for a single person, "Does he have a reservation?" "Does she have your email address?" It's like a little dance. Do you have? Does he have? Once you feel the rhythm, you will never forget it. Now, you might have heard people say something a little different. You might hear have got. For example, "I've got a new phone," or "She's got two brothers." What is the difference? This is a great question. And the answer is simple. I have a car, and I have got a car mean the exact same thing. Exactly the same. Have got is just a little more informal. It's more relaxed and friendly. It's very, very common in British English. But people use it in American English too. The key thing to remember is that have got is almost always used for the present. Right now, you would not say, "Yesterday I had got a car." No. You would just say, "I had a car." We will talk about the past tense had later in our journey. For now, just know that "I've got a problem" is a very common and natural way to say I have a problem. I've is the short form of I have. She's got is the short form of she has got. It makes your English sound very relaxed. Wow, look at what you just did. We reviewed have and has for owning things for people in our lives and for feelings. We learned how to say no with don't have and doesn't have. And we learned how to ask questions with do and does. This is the foundation, and you have made it so strong. Take a moment to feel good about that. Section 2, the have of daily actions, routines, and experiences. Okay, my friend, are you ready for the next step? You have mastered have for possession. You understand it perfectly. Now we will learn a secret. This is a secret that will make your English sound so much more natural. It will make you sound less like a textbook and more like a friend. Native speakers use have all the time to talk about daily actions, things we do every day, our routines, and our experiences. For example, instead of saying, I will eat breakfast, a native speaker will very often say, I will have breakfast. Instead of saying, let's drink a coffee, they will say, let's have a coffee. Here, have is not about owning, it is about doing. It is a soft and friendly stand-in for other verbs. Verbs like eat, drink, take, or experience. Let's explore this together. It is a beautiful and simple idea. First, let's talk about meals. This is a very big one. We use have for every meal of the day: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. Imagine your morning routine. You wake up, you go to the kitchen. You can say, I have breakfast at 7 a.m. every morning. Let's try it. I have breakfast at 7 a.m. It sounds so natural, doesn't it? Now imagine it is lunchtime. You ask your friend about their meal. What did you have for lunch? See? What did you eat? Is okay. It's correct. But what did you have is softer. It's friendlier. It's like you are sharing a moment. Now for the evening. You are making plans with someone special. We're going to have dinner at a nice restaurant tonight. And what about in between meals? A little something to eat. A snack. Let's have a snack before we go. Using the verb eat is not wrong. I eat breakfast at 7 a.m. is a perfect sentence, but sometimes it can sound a little direct, a little robotic. Using have is like adding a gentle touch. It's a small change, but it makes a big difference. It is one of those little secrets that advanced speakers know, and now you know it too. Second, we use have for drinks and individual food items, not just big meals. Imagine it's the end of a long day at work. You say to your colleague, let's have a beer after work. Or it's a birthday party. There is a beautiful cake. You say, I'm going to have a piece of cake. Or you're at a restaurant. You're thirsty. You politely ask the waiter, can I have a glass of water? Please. In all these sentences, have means drink or eat. It's just a more common and natural way to say it. Third, we use have for talking and communicating, for conversations. Imagine you need to speak with your manager. It's important. You can say, I need to have a chat with my boss. A chat is a friendly, informal conversation. Have a chat. Or maybe you had a very serious conversation. We had a long talk about our future. Here, had is the past tense of have. We will look at that more later. Or if you need to speak to someone for just a moment. Can I have a word with you? This is a very polite and common phrase. Fourth, we use have for washing and relaxing. This is very common in daily life. Someone might say, I'm going to have a shower. This is especially common in British English. In American English, you might also hear take a shower. Both are perfect. but have a shower is a wonderful option for you to use. Or for a long, warm, relaxing time. She likes to have a long bath after a stressful day. And when you are tired from a long walk, what do? You take a break. Or you can say, let's have a rest. See how simple that is? Have a rest. It means to experience rest. And fifth, we use have for general experiences and activities. This is a very big and useful category. It's all about a moment in time that you experience. For a birthday celebration, we're going to have a party for her. You don't own the party. You experience it. To wish someone well on their trip, I hope you have a good time on your vacation. You want them to experience happiness. When two people disagree and argue, they had a big argument last night. The argument was a negative experience they had. At the end of the day, you can ask a friend, did you have a nice day? When you want to look at something, let's have a look at the report. It means, let's experience looking at it. And when someone is going to try to do something difficult, he's going to have a go at fixing the computer himself. Have a go means try. Do you see the pattern, my friend? It is a beautiful, simple pattern. In all these cases, have is not about owning something, it is an action verb. It means to experience something, to engage in an activity. When you say, I had a headache yesterday, you are describing an experience you lived through. When you say, she had a baby last week, you are describing a huge life experience. The grammar is simple. It works just like any other action verb. For the past, we change have to had. Yesterday, I had 3 meetings. We had a wonderful holiday in Italy last year. And for questions and negatives, we use our helpers again. Do, does, and for the past, we use did. What time do you usually have dinner? She doesn't have a break until noon. Did you have fun at the concert? This is a huge, huge step in your journey to fluency. I am so proud of you for learning this. Start listening for this use of have. Listen in movies, in songs, in podcasts. You will hear it everywhere, I promise. And then try it yourself. Be brave. The next time you are going to say, I'm going to eat lunch, stop and gently change it. Say, I'm going to have lunch. It will feel strange at first, but soon it will feel completely natural, like a part of you. Section 3. The have of obligation. Have to. My wonderful friend, you are doing so well. We have learned so much together already. Let's take another deep breath. In and out. You are capable. You are learning. You are growing. Now we will learn about a very, very important use of have. This is something you will use every single day. It is about expressing obligation. What is an obligation? It is something that is necessary, something you need to do, something that is required. To say this in English, we use a special phrase, have to. Have to is very similar to the word must. It means something is necessary. Usually the reason is external. It comes from the outside, like a rule from your boss, or a law from the government, or an instruction from your doctor. Let's look at an example. Imagine your boss gives you a deadline. You need to finish a report by Friday. It is a requirement. You can say, I have to finish this report by Friday. This means it is necessary for me to finish this report. My boss requires it. Let's think of another one. A law. In most countries, you need to wear a seatbelt in a car. It is the law. So we say, you have to wear a seatbelt in the car. Now, in order from a doctor, imagine a woman is sick. Her doctor tells her to take medicine every day. This is a medical requirement. She has to take medicine every day. Did you see what happened there? Just like before for he, she, and it have changes to has, so we say has to, she has to. Let's practice that again. Imagine a man who works on Saturdays and Sundays. It is part of his job. He has to work on weekends. Or a mother who needs to get her children from school. She has to pick up her kids from school. And what about a flight? Your plane leaves at 8 a.m. You need to be at the airport early. We have to be at the airport by 6 a.m. The flight time requires it. This phrase, have to, is everywhere in daily English. We use it for our jobs, our studies, our family life, our responsibilities. It is so useful. Now, what about the past? What if the obligation was yesterday or last week? It is very simple. We use had to. And the best part, had to is for everyone. I, you, he, she, it, we all use had to. No changes. Easy. For example, I had to leave the party early last night. Maybe I was tired or I had to work the next day. It was necessary to leave. Another example, she had to cancel her appointment because she was sick. Her sickness made it necessary to cancel. And for the future? What if the obligation is tomorrow or next year? Even easier. We just add the word will. Will have to. You will have to show your passport at the border. This will be a requirement in the future when you travel. We will have to wake up early tomorrow. It will be necessary. You're doing an incredible job. This is not easy, but you are understanding it. Now, let's talk about questions and negatives again. We use our helper verbs, do, does, and did. Just like before. You already know how to do this. For questions, we start with the helper verb. Do I have to come to the meeting? Is it necessary for me? Does she have to work today? Is it necessary for her? Did you have to wait a long time? Was it necessary for you in the past? Now for negatives. Please listen very, very carefully, my friend. This is one of the most important points in our lesson today. It is a common point of confusion, but you are going to understand it perfectly. The negative of have to is don't have to, or for she and he, doesn't have to. What does don't have to mean? It does not mean must not. This is very important. Don't have to means there is no obligation. It means something is not necessary. You have a choice. You can do it if you want to, but you don't need to. Let's compare. Imagine a sign next to a beautiful, fragile glass sculpture in a museum. The sign says, "You must not touch that." This is a command. It is forbidden. It is a strict rule. Do not do it. It is very strong. Now imagine you are at a friend's house. Your friend offers you a piece of cake. You are full. You don't want it. You can say, "No, thank you." Your friend might say, "You don't have to eat it if you're full." Does this mean eating the cake is forbidden? No, of course not. It means it is not necessary. You have a choice. There is no obligation. There is freedom. Do you see the difference? It is a huge difference. Must not is about a rule against something. Don't have to is about freedom from a rule. Let's look at more examples of don't have to. It will make it crystal clear. Tomorrow is a holiday. It's a holiday tomorrow, so I don't have to go to work. There is no obligation to go to work. I am free. You go to a museum. There is no entry fee. You don't have to pay for the museum. It's free. There is no need to pay. It is not necessary. Your friend is tired. You are all going to a movie. He doesn't have to come with us if he's tired. He can choose to stay home. It is not necessary for him to come. And in the past tense, it becomes didn't have to. The meeting was canceled, so we didn't have to prepare the presentation. The obligation was there, but then it was removed. We were free. Understanding this difference between must not and don't have to is a sign of a truly skilled English speaker, and you are learning it right now. Take a moment to feel proud of this achievement. We have talked about so much. We talked about have for the things we own. We talked about have for our daily experiences. And now have to for the things we need to do. Before we move to our next big topic, I have a small task for you. It's a chance to practice using what we just learned about have to think about your week. What is one thing that you have to do this week? Maybe you have to study for an exam, or you have to call your family, or you have to finish a project at work. If you feel comfortable, you can share it in the comments below this episode. I would love to see you using this grammar. It would make me so happy to see you putting your learning into action. But there is no obligation. Section 4. The have that builds tenses. The auxiliary verb. All right, my dear friend, it is time to talk about the final, most powerful use of have. This is where we take your English to a whole new level. This might sound a little technical, but I promise you, we will go step by step and we will make it simple and clear. You can do this. Sometimes the word have is not the main verb. Sometimes it is a helper, a helping verb. The official name is an auxiliary verb, but I like to think of it as a friend verb. It's a friend that helps the main verb to show time in a more special, precise way. This friend verb have helps us build something called the perfect tenses. The name perfect tenses sounds difficult. Don't worry about the name. Just think about the feeling, the idea. Let's break it down together slowly and gently. Part A, the present perfect. Have or has plus past participle. The present perfect is one of the most beautiful and useful tenses in English. It is how we connect the past to the present. Imagine there is a bridge. On one side of the bridge is the past. On the other side is the present right now. The present perfect is that bridge. It links a past action to the present moment. How do we build this bridge? It's a simple recipe. We use have or has and we add the past participle of the main verb. What is a past participle? It's just the third form of a verb. For example, for the verb see, the forms are see, present, saw, past and seen, past participle. For do, it's do, did, done. For go, it's go, went, gone. For many verbs, the regular verbs, it is very easy, like walk, walked, walked. So the recipe is subject plus have, has plus past participle. Let's see how we use it. Use number 1 for life experiences. We use the present, perfect, to talk about things you have done in your life or things you have never done. The important thing is the experience. The exact time in the past is not important. Imagine you traveled to Japan one time in your life. The experience is a part of you now. It is in your memory. You can say, I have been to Japan. Been is the past participle of to be. This connects your past trip to your present life. Let's try another one. A woman loves a movie. In her life, she watched it 3 times. We can say she has seen that movie 3 times. Seen is the past participle of see. The experience of seeing the movie is part of her life now. We often use this tense with the word ever to ask about life experiences. Have you ever eaten sushi? I am asking about your whole life up to this moment. Use number 2 for actions that started in the past and continue to now. Something started in the past, and it is still true now. We often use the words for and since here. Imagine a family moved to a city 10 years ago. They still live in that city today. We can say, they have lived in this city for 10 years. The action of living started in the past and continues to the present. Imagine a woman started a job in the year 2020. She still works at that job today. She has worked here since 2020. Do you feel that connection between the past and the present? That is the magic of the present perfect. Use number 3 for recent past actions with the result in the present. The action is finished. It happened in the recent past, but we can see or feel the result right now. Imagine you are looking for your keys. You can't find them anywhere. You think the action of losing them happened in the past, but the result is now. You don't have your keys. So you say, I can't find my keys. I think I have lost them. Another example. A girl is crying. Why is she crying now? Because of something that happened in the past. She failed her exam. The result now is her sadness. She's crying because she has failed her exam. One more. You are driving your car. The road ahead is blocked. Why? Because an accident happened in the past. The result now is the closed road. The road is closed. There has been an accident. This is such a useful and expressive tense, and you are learning it right now. Be patient with yourself. It takes time. In spoken English, we love to use short forms, contractions. I have becomes I've. You have becomes you've. He has becomes he's. She has becomes she's. Be careful with he's and she's. It can mean he has or he is. How do you know? Look at the next word. If the next word is a past participle like gone, it means has. He's gone home. He has gone. If the next word is an adjective like happy, it means is. He's happy. He is happy. You can see the difference. For negatives, we just add not. The short forms are haven't and hasn't. I haven't finished my homework yet. She hasn't called me back. And for questions, we just switch the order. Have you seen my glasses? Has he eaten lunch yet? Sometimes you might see a sentence that looks strange. Like, I have had a busy week. 2 halves? Is that a mistake? No, my friend. It is perfect. Let's look at it. The first have is our helper verb, the friend verb for the present perfect. The second had is the main verb. It is the past participle of to have an experience. Remember, have a busy week. That is an experience. So I have had a busy week means my week started busy in the past, and it is still busy. Or the feeling of being busy is with me now. I feel tired. The past experience is connected to my present feeling. You are learning something truly advanced now, but in a simple way. I am so proud of you. Part B, the past perfect. Had plus past participle. Once you understand the present perfect, the past perfect is much, much easier. I promise. The recipe is had plus past participle. And the wonderful news is that we use had for everyone. I, you, he, she, we, they, everyone. So simple. So when do we use it? We use the past perfect to talk about an action that happened before another action in the past. It is the past before the past. It helps us make the order of events very, very clear. Imagine two things happened yesterday. Event number 1, I ate dinner. Event number 2, you arrived at my house. I want to tell you that I ate dinner first, so I use the past perfect for the first action. When you arrived, I had already eaten dinner. This sentence creates a timeline for your listener. Timeline. First, the past, before the past. I ate dinner. Second, the simple past, you arrived. Result, I was not hungry when you came. Let's see another example. Imagine I went to the train station yesterday, but I missed the train. Why? Because the train left before I got there. First action, the train left. Second action, I got to the station. So I say, the train had left by the time I got to the station. It makes the story so clear. One more. She told me she had met him before. First action, she met him. Maybe last year. Second action, she told me, maybe yesterday. The meeting happened in the past before she told me about it. And yes, of course, you can have had. It looks funny, but it is perfect grammar. It is just the past perfect of the main verb have. Imagine your friend was very tired yesterday evening. Why? Because before that, he had a long day. First action, he had a long day. Second action, he was tired. He was tired because he had had a long day. The first had is the helper verb. The second had is the main verb, past participle of have an experience. You are doing so well. This is the heart of English grammar. It is the engine room, and you are walking through it step by step with courage and patience. Part C. A little note on perfect continuous. There is another level to this. We won't spend a long time here because it is more advanced, but I want you to have heard of it, so when you see it, you will feel a little familiar. These are the perfect continuous tenses. They are used to talk about the duration of an action, how long something has been happening. The recipe is have or has been plus the ing verb. For example, I am tired because I have been working all day. This focuses on the long time I was working, the duration. The action started in the past and has effects now. I am tired. Another example. She has been learning English for 5 years. This focuses on the continuous process of her learning over 5 years. And for the past perfect continuous, they had been driving for 10 hours before they finally stopped. This shows the long duration of driving that happened before another past action. Don't worry about mastering this today. Just know that it exists. Know that have is the helper verb here too. It is a key that unlocks so many doors in English. You have done so well with this difficult section. Take a moment. Breathe. Feel the knowledge settling in. Section 5. Sounding like a native. Fun phrases with have. We have arrived at our final and most fun section. This is the dessert after our big meal. You have learned so much. Have for possession, have for actions, have to for obligations, and have as a helper verb. Now it's time to add the final polish. The little details that will make you sound so natural and confident. We are going to learn some common phrases with have some special expressions. The official word is idioms. These are phrases where the words work together in a special way. Native speakers use these all the time without even thinking. When you start to use them, you will feel more connected to the language. Let's learn some of the most essential ones together. Number 1, have a good time. This is a very common and warm way to wish someone well. Imagine your friend is going to a party. You can say, enjoy the party. Have a good time. It's like giving them a small gift of good wishes. Number 2, have a look. This is a soft and polite way to say, look at this. Imagine you finished writing a report. You ask your colleague to check it. You say, this report is finished. Can you have a look? It's much gentler than saying, look at my report. Number 3, have a chat or have a talk or have a word. This simply means to have a conversation. After a nice conversation with a friend, you can say, it was good to have a chat with you. Have a word is often for a quick, private, or serious conversation. Number 4, have a go or have a try. This means to try something, to attempt it. Maybe you have never played tennis before, but you want to try. You can say, I've never played tennis, but I'd like to have a go. It sounds very enthusiastic and positive. Number 5, have fun. This is simple and so important. It means to enjoy yourself. The kids are at the park. I hope they have fun. It is a wish for happiness. Number 6, have no idea. This is a very strong and common way to say, I don't know. Someone asks you, what time does the store close? If you don't know, you can say, I have no idea. Another way to say the same thing is, I don't have a clue. Number 7, have a second thoughts. This is a wonderful phrase. It means you are starting to doubt a decision you already made. You are thinking about it again. I agreed to buy the car, but now I'm having second thoughts. Maybe it's too expensive. You are reconsidering. Number 8, have a lot on your plate. This is a beautiful idiom. Imagine your dinner plate is full of food, too much food. This phrase means you are very, very busy. You have too many responsibilities. I'm sorry. I can't help this week. I have a lot on my plate at work. Number 9, have a sweet tooth. This is a fun one. It means you love to eat sweet foods like candy, chocolate, and cake. I can't resist dessert. I really have a sweet tooth. Number 10, have time. This simply means to be available, to have free time in your schedule. Do you have a time for a quick coffee? It's a very common way to ask to meet someone. Number 11, have something to do with something. This phrase sounds a little tricky, but it's simple. It just means to be related to or connected with. I think his bad mood has something to do with that phone call he got. His bad mood is connected to the phone call. Number 12, have a feeling. This means you have an intuition, a sense that something is true or that something will happen. You don't have proof, just a feeling. I have a feeling it's going to rain later. These are just a few phrases, but they are so common and so useful. When you use them, you are not just speaking English. You are speaking it with personality and style. My advice is this: don't try to learn them all at once. Choose 2 or 3 that you like. Maybe have a look or have a good time, and try to use them this week. You will be surprised at how natural you sound and how confident you feel. My dear friend, We have been on a long and beautiful journey today. Look how far you have come. We started with the simple idea of have for possession, for the things you own. I have a book. Then we saw how have transforms, how it becomes a verb for our daily actions and experiences. Let's have dinner. We learned how to talk about life's obligations with the powerful phrase, have to. I have to go to work. And then we explored the deepest power of have as a helper verb, a friend verb that builds the perfect tenses, connecting the past to the present. I have seen that movie. And finally, we added some sparkle and polish with fun, everyday phrases. Have a good day. You may have started this episode thinking you knew the word have. My greatest hope is that now you see its true, incredible power. You see its versatility, its flexibility, its beauty. Mastering this one word in all its forms is a giant step, a huge step towards speaking English with real confidence, with clarity, and with heart. Remember that learning is a journey, not a race. It takes time. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Every single step you take, no matter how small, is progress. And you have taken a very big step today. Keep going. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. If this lesson was helpful, if you had a small aha moment where something became clear, please consider giving this episode a like or a 5-star rating. It is a simple, quick way to show your support, and it truly helps our podcast reach more English learners all over the world, more friends to join our warm community. And if you want more lessons like this, please subscribe or follow. That way, you won't miss our next episode together. Thank you again for being here. It was an honor to be your guide today. Keep practicing, keep being curious, and remember to have fun with English. Until we meet again, my friend, take care, and see you next time.